Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Some World 2 news video. We do have some new stuff for Cane Creek, obviously you can see it going through on screen now, and also a new article, so it's Cane Creek Designing the Environment. We catch up with Lewis from Sky Games and chat about how the spectacular environment of Cane Creek is being meticulously recreated for Train Some World 2. So they asked Lewis, what do you do at Skyhook Games? I'm Lewis McDonough and I'm an environmental artist at Skyhook Games. I take all of the art related tasks for a route. I'm involved in all of the art planning and do a lot of design and level work. What has your involvement been like on this route? On this route, Cane Creek has been enjoyable because I have been a part of this route since the start. I began by blocking out the scenes and gathering reference, trying to break down areas we would need to focus on, such as potash, where there are large canyons. I aim to break it down into its simplest form and determine what assets we're going to need. And obviously you can see all the bits on there now for all that sort of stuff. Has it been challenging to get this route looking as accurate as you have? The Potas area and towards Moab, where the main canyon areas are, we spent a long time on at the start. We knew this was going to be the main feature for the route, so we spent a lot of time getting reference and getting video. We tried to understand and break down the scale of the rocks. Scaling was perhaps the most important part. They are so big that you don't realise how big they are when you are looking at them. The scaling is strange. When you are there in real life, they appear as though they are 2 miles away, but in actuality, they are 10 miles away. When we first started putting the assets in, they didn't look right. We weren't getting the correct detailing of the rocks. It didn't look right for a long time, so we broke it down layer by layer to find out what it consisted of and how we can show and make it run. Was it a rewarding feeling once it started to come together? It was weird for me because I was working on this one area for so long, making small changes and improving things bit by bit. Because I spent so much time looking at it, I didn't notice it improving. When I went to other artists and colleagues, they would comment on how much better it was looking, so it was really rewarding hearing it from them. Where do you get your reference material from and how do you collect it? Google Earth is usually the first place we will go to. With this being a popular area, there is a lot of reference around, and it's possible to drop in and have a look. We found loads of panorama pictures for the route as well. Having a 360 view is really helpful. I will also watch some YouTube videos of people actually on the train, or people who have just visited the area. I try to collect as much imagery as possible. It's quite a time-consuming part of the project, but that's when it really starts to feel exciting. We will see certain areas or certain rocks and think, oh, we've got to do that and make those canyons look good. The challenge can be a bit intimidating at first, but it's what gets me enthusiastic. Have you come across any challenges while creating Cane Creek? How does it compare to other projects you have worked on? This has been completely different. I certainly didn't anticipate how difficult the scaling would be. When reusing certain assets, it was hard to make them look as unique as possible. We used Quixel Megascans. These are photo-scanned assets which gave us a lot of detail. Due to the type of rocks we were using, they were scaled too small, and when we went to enlarge them to the correct size, the detail was relative to a smaller rock, and so it looked wrong. We fixed this by using a lot of different rocks and techniques that were blended together. What is something you were looking forward to the community seeing? This will feel like a big change compared to other routes the community have driven. When you're driving as first person, you really feel the scale of the canyons. You drive through what feels like corridors of the canyon. My favourite part of this route is probably Moab. There's a tunnel for about a mile. Obviously it's really dark in the tunnel, but when you come out it opens up into this really detailed and open landscape. There's a bit of everything in that area. We have canyons either side, the water reflects the rocks which look really good, and straddle carriers that take off shipping containers from different areas and locos. It's lovely, especially during certain times of the day. Have you come across anything unique with this route? The colour palette. As artists, we try to look at everything from a distance to get a sense of the whole picture. Does it read well? Does it sit well from a distance? In other routes, there are traditionally very green palettes for trees and such. Cane Creek, however, is a big change because we have a very orange and red colours. It's a contrast from our natural bushes, which shows up really nicely. And that is that article there, obviously a little interview with Lewis McDonough. That was awesome. Obviously, Cane Creek, obviously we've known about it for quite a while now, and it does seem finally like the wheels are turning. We are getting some more of it, which is going to be awesome. But that is going to be it for today's news video. Obviously, do subscribe if you do want to see more, and obviously, we'll find a link in the description to the Discord server and to the PayPal if you do want to help support the channel, and also to the merch store. And obviously, do pop all your thoughts in the comments below. But that is going to be it from me. Thanks all for coming in, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. See you all, and take care. Bye, guys.